Have you ever felt trapped in a whirlwind of thoughts, worries, and distractions? Modern life relentlessly pulls us in countless directions, endless phone notifications, mounting work pressures, and ever-increasing expectations. Your mind becomes a battlefield where negative voices and constant noise drown out the peace within you. Long to focus, to feel in control of it all. Yet the harder you try, the more it feels like you're drifting further away from yourself. Pause for a moment and listen. Stoicism, a timeless guide to inner calm and self-mastery, might just hold the key to conquering your mind and reclaiming the power of focus. This isn't some distant, abstract theory. It's a collection of practical lessons tested over centuries by individual UALs who face the toughest of challenges if they could overcome it. Why can't you? In the next few minutes, I'll share invaluable insights distilled from the essence of Stoicism. These aren't empty platitudes, but actionable principles that can transform how you view life and gain control over your mind. So stay focused and don't miss a single part of this journey. Everything you need to start mastering yourself is right here. Are you ready to take the first step? Let's begin. Number 1, the essence of focusing. The essence of focusing on your mind. On your mind, the human mind is a vast and mysterious place, holding the power to either elevate or shatter your life. In Stoicism, mastering your mind is seen as the key to unlocking freedom from the chaos of the external world. Can you feel it? The mind isn't just a tool. It's a garden where each thought is a seed. Positive thoughts of gratitude, peace, and love bloom into radiant flowers, but negative thoughts of fear, worry, and regret become the weeds that block out the light and strangle the vitality of the garden. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These simple yet profound words remind us that the only true domain of control lies within life. We'll always be full of uncertainties, unexpected obstacles, and external noise. But how we respond, how we focus our attention, is what determines the outcome. Think about how often you've been pulled away from the present by trivial worries. Perhaps you're at work, yet your mind wanders to what others might think of you. Or maybe you're trying to focus on a task, only to find yourself scrolling endlessly through social media. The mind, like a river, can sweep us away if we don't learn to guide its flow. But instead of fighting against the current, Stoicism invites us to master it, not through force, but through the conscious choice of where to direct our attention. Seneca wrote to be, "Everywhere is to be nowhere." In a world brimming with distractions, the ability to focus on one thing at a time is a quiet act of courage. It requires the strength to say no to what doesn't matter and to dedicate your full attention to what truly does. Picture a day when your to-do list feels endless. If you let your mind spiral into panic, you only add to the chaos. But if you pause, take a deep breath, and ask, "What's the one thing I can do right now to move forward?" You create clarity amidst the storm. Focus isn't just an outward action, it's an inner journey. It takes courage to live in the present, to resist the temptation of retreating into past regrets or future anxieties. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, confine yourself to the present right now. As you're reading these words, ask yourself, where is my mind? Am I truly present? That presence doesn't just sharpen your focus, it reveals the hidden treasures of life itself. The mind isn't a machine to be controlled, it's the most delicate part of you. A space that needs care, patience, and love. To nurture your mind is to listen to it, to know when to seek stillness and when to act. It's the deliberate choice to become the gardener of your mental landscape, to find peace and strength. You must begin by curating your thoughts, feeding the ones that lead you closer to the person you wish to become. You might ask, is this difficult? The answer is yes, But the beauty lies in the fact that, like any skill, focus can be developed. Start small when you sip a cup of tea. Notice the warmth as it travels down your throat. When you read a book, let your mind sink fully into the words. These small actions, repeated over time, will cultivate a powerful habit, the habit of mastering your mind. Your mind is the greatest power you possess. It can be your strongest ally or your most relentless adversary. And focus isn't just a skill. It's an art. When you learn to focus, you don't just conquer your mind. You open the door to a life of meaning and purpose. Epictetus was right. True strength doesn't come from controlling what happens outside of you, but from mastering the world within. Number 2, the power of turning your focus inward. Think of moments when you felt the power of turning your focus inward, overwhelmed perhaps by work deadlines, social pressures, or the relentless demands of everyday life. You may have asked yourself, how can I escape this chaos? The answer, simple yet profound, lies in focusing inward. When you do this, you stop reacting impulsively to everything around you. Instead, you begin to shape your perception, which in turn shapes your experience of the world. This is the power of focusing inward, a cornerstone of Stoicism that teaches us to master our inner world, to shape the reality we experience. Epictetus reminds us men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. This is not just a philosophical abstraction, it's a practical truth we encounter daily. Consider being stuck in traffic during rush hour. Many might feel frustrated, angry, or helpless, but a Stoic sees an opportunity to reflect, listen to an inspiring podcast, or simply appreciate the moment of stillness. It is not the traffic that defines the experience, but how you choose to perceive it. Focusing inward is also a journey of self-awareness. It's like sitting before a mirror and seeing yourself fully, your strengths, your fears, and the truths you might avoid confronting. This is not an easy task, but it is only by facing yourself that you can truly understand who you are and what truly matters. From that understanding comes the power to realign your life with purpose and clarity. Imagine taking a moment each day to write in a journal, not just to recount the events of the day, but to have an honest conversation with yourself. Marcus Aurelius did this daily, using his writings to reflect and find tranquility amidst the chaos of ruling an empire. You can do the same. Write about the thoughts that trouble you, the emotions you're experiencing, and the lessons you're learning in doing, so you'll discover that peace isn't something you chase in the external world. It's something you cultivate within. Turning inward doesn't just help you navigate the present, it unlocks a unique ability to shape your future. By choosing to focus on what truly matters, you can transform your life in meaningful ways. Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully when he said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When you focus on thoughts aligned with your values and aspirations, you plant the seeds for a life of fulfillment and meaning. This journey is not without its challenges, but it is one of profound rewards. As you turn inward, the chaos of the external world loses its grip on you. You become calm at the center of the storm, the captain of your own ship. Each time you choose to look within, you assert your power, the power to live a life not dictated by circumstance, but built upon the foundation of your inner peace and resilience. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened to your inner voice? Have you paused to reflect on what really matters? The world outside may always be a storm, but within you lies a sanctuary of stillness and strength. And from that place, you'll find the power, not just to conquer your mind, but to shape your life in extraordinary ways. Begin with that stillness, that inward focus, and take the next essential step, cultivating awareness of your thoughts. Your mind is not just a sanctuary, it is the fertile ground where the seeds of your emotions and actions are sown. What is happening in your mind right now? Do you truly understand the quiet thoughts that shape your feelings and guide your decisions? Gaining deep awareness of these inner workings is the key to stepping into a state of complete mastery. Let us explore this profound idea further in the next lesson. Number 3. Awareness of your thoughts. Thoughts. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what stories am I telling myself? Are they words of encouragement lifting you up, or are they whispers of doubt and criticism holding you back? The truth is, what you think about yourself and the world around you isn't just a reflection of your current mood, it's the foundation upon which your life is built. Think of every thought in your mind as a brick. These bricks can either build a sturdy house or construct walls that confine you. When you become aware of your thoughts, you gain the power to choose them. This is the essence of inner freedom. Someone who feels defeated by failure might tell themselves, "I'm not good enough, I have no value." But what if they paused, looked deeper into those self-critical words, and realized they weren't true? These words are often born of fear, not fact. By replacing them with a more empowering affirmation, failure is just a step, not the destination they could find. Hope, glimmering amidst the fragments of their setbacks. Becoming aware of your thoughts isn't just a tool to navigate challenges, it's the gateway to true inner freedom. Many people today feel overwhelmed by the pressures of social media, constantly comparing their lives to the curated highlights of others. They might see someone's seemingly perfect vacation or career milestone and think, "Why isn't my life like that?" But do they ever stop to realize that what they're seeing is only the surface of a much deeper story? When you become aware that you're comparing yourself to an incomplete picture, you create the opportunity to break free from feelings of inadequacy. Instead, you can remind yourself, every journey is different, and I have unique values that cannot be compared. Your thoughts aren't just lonely whispers in your mind, they are seeds, and the world you experience is the soil where they grow. If you see our seeds of worry and despair, you'll cultivate a garden of barriers and limitations. But if you choose to plant seeds of hope and gratitude, you'll begin to see a shift in how you perceive the world around you. Your thoughts can either become your greatest ally or your fiercest adversary. It's entirely up to you to start becoming more aware of your thoughts. You don't need to do anything grand at the end of each day. Simply write down what has been running through your mind. What thoughts made you feel weighed down? Do they reflect reality, or are they fleeting emotions that you've mistaken for truths? Journaling in this way gives you a clearer picture of your inner world. From there, you can choose which thoughts to hold on to and which ones to let go of, freeing yourself from unnecessary burdens. Cultivating this awareness isn't easy. It requires courage to face yourself, to see both the beautiful and the flawed aspects of who you are. But once you do, you'll realize that your mind is a powerful tool and that you are the one holding the key to unlock its potential. As Epicurus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, and how you react begins with the thoughts you choose to entertain. When you master your thoughts, you don't just gain control over your mind, you hold the key to mastering your entire life. It's not an easy journey, but it's one that leads to genuine peace and strength, and it all begins with something simple: listening, observing, and changing the way you speak to yourself. Let's take that first step together. Comment, stay positive. If starting today, you choose to lay the bricks of hope, trust and determination, the building blocks of the strong, unshakable house you call your live as if you've already won. Life number 4, live as if you've already won. Living as if you've already won is not a psychological trick. It's an act of reclaiming control and harnessing the power of your mind. It's a way of approaching life with the mindset of someone who has already overcome every obstacle, even when reality hasn't yet provided proof. When you live this way, you stop being a victim of circumstance and become the architect of your own reality. Victory, in truth, is not a distant event. It begins with a state of consciousness. Picture this: you're standing before a grand door, one that leads to the opportunities you've always desired. You could hesitate, doubt yourself and fear you're not ready to step through, or you could smile. Take a confident step forward and trust that this door has been waiting for you all along. That is the difference between someone who waits for success to come from the outside and someone who claims victory from within. William James wisely advised, act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. This timeless reminder isn't about pretending, it's about living in alignment with the abilities and potential you may not yet fully realize. When you live as if you've already won, your energy shifts entirely, your attitude grows stronger, your body language exudes confidence, and your decisions are made from courage rather than fear. This sense of victory doesn't stem from owning everything. It comes from a deep belief that you all already have what it takes to face any challenge. Imagine how you'd walk, talk, and smile if you truly believed everything was within your control. It's this belief that separates those who succeed from those endlessly searching for opportunities. There will be days when you face failure, moments when your efforts seem to yield nothing, but in those times, remember that victory isn't just about the results you achieve. It's about how you choose to respond to what happens. Envision a challenging workday where nothing goes as planned. You could let frustration consume you, or you could stand tall, adjust your posture, and move forward with the mindset of someone who knows this is only a temporary hurdle. In that mental state, you'll find clarity and strength to keep going. Sometimes you might feel like you need to accomplish something monumental before you can recognize your own worth. But the truth is, your value doesn't depend on achievements or external validation. It lies in how you choose to see yourself. Living as if you've already won isn't about denying reality. It's about aligning with your highest potential. Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Preparation isn't just about action, it's also about cultivating a mindset ready to embrace every opportunity. Each morning as you wake up, ask yourself, how would I live today if I had already won? This simple question doesn't just shape how you start your day. It transforms your attitude in even the smallest actions. The way you stand, the way you interact, even the way you enjoy your morning coffee becomes an expression of confidence and joy. Victory is not something you wait to achieve. It's a state of being you can choose in this very moment. Look back at your life, at the moments that make you most proud. Were they times when you overcame challenges, or when you decided not to let fear control you? Choosing to live as if you've already won doesn't just inspire you, it radiates outward. Instill in confidence in those around you. The world begins to respond differently. Unexpected opportunities appear, and doors you thought were closed suddenly open. This isn't mere luck. It's the result of being fully prepared to embrace the best that life has to offer. If you're still here, congratulations, you haven't given up. You're on a journey to master your mind and take control of your life. Something few dare to do. Stay with me until the end, because what awaits you is not just a set of steps, but a solid strategy to face any challenge. No more doubt or fear, just the confidence and inner strength to thrive together. Let's continue this journey. Number 5. The art of perseverance in Stoicism. Perseverance is the art of perseverance. Not merely the ability to endure hardship, but an intricate art that fuels progress step by step through the rugged terrain of the mind. It is the force that carries you forward, guiding you through obstacles and revealing a more enlightened, empowered version of yourself. When you truly understand and embody perseverance, you not only overcome challenges, but also transform into the master of your own mind. Epicus wisely observed, No great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen, achieving greatness. Like ripening fruit is a process that requires patience, care and commitment, perseverance. Then is not a fleeting moment of effort, but an ongoing journey, a testament to your resolve to keep tending to your goals, even when the fruits of your labor are not yet visible. Consider someone trying to break free from procrastination. Initially, the task seems overwhelming, the mountain insurmountable. But if they begin with small, deliberate actions, tackling one task, clearing one corner of their workspace, they slowly build momentum day by day. Procrastination loses its grip, replaced by a mindset of action and accomplishment. This is perseverance in action, not a dramatic overnight change, but a steady transformation that rewrites the narrative of who they are in life. Discouragement is inevitable. There will be days when nothing seems to go right, when your efforts feel futile. Yet Stoics remind us that failure is not an enemy, but a teacher. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn to strengthen your resolve and to refine your approach. Rising from failure not only builds resilience, but fortifies the mind. Much like steel is forged in the hottest flames, ask yourself, have you ever abandoned a goal because it seemed too difficult? What might have changed if you had persisted just a little longer? Perseverance is not only about pushing forward, it's about cultivating trust in yourself. It's a quiet but unshakable belief that you have the strength to overcome any obstacle as long as you keep going. Every small action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is carving out a path in your mind, a path that leads to the person you aspire to be. As you persevere, you weaken the grip of old habits and strengthen new ones. For instance, if you aspire to be more confident, don't wait to feel confident before acting. Start now, stand tall, speak clearly, and embrace challenges with a positive outlook over time. These repeated actions will reshape your identity. You'll no longer be pretending to be confident. You'll have become confident in every sense. Perseverance is a long road, but its rewards go beyond the outcomes it brings along the way. You'll discover your own inner strength shattering limits you once believed were unbreakable, and when you look back, you'll realize that it was not the destination, but the journey, the act of persevering itself that transformed you. So today, will you take another step forward, or will you allow fear and doubt to dictate your path? Remember, every step, no matter how small, is part of the journey to mastering your mind and creating the life you envision. Keep going, because no great thing is created suddenly, and it is through perseverance that you will reach the greatness that lies within you. Number 6, mastering emotions. Emotions are the very essence, mastering emotions. Of our humanity, they can be a source of immense strength, fueling our souls with passion and purpose. Yet they can also become our greatest adversary, pulling us into the chaos of instability. For the Stoics, managing emotions isn't merely a skill to acquire, it is a profound journey toward inner peace, a path to rediscovering oneself in a world often dominated by turmoil. When emotions are handled with care and wisdom, we do not merely survive life's upheavals, we find the strength to conquer our minds and take control of our destinies. External events lack the inherent power to disrupt us. It is our perceptions and reactions that create the true disarray within our mind. Minds, imagine walking down the street when someone accidentally bumps into your shoulder. Your first reaction might be anger. But if you pause and ask yourself, did they mean to do that? Or was it just a minor accident? Not worth my energy, you'll realize how a single shift in perspective can transform your feelings entirely. When emotions are illuminated by reason, their grip over us begins to weaken. Managing emotions does not mean erasing them. It means understanding them, mastering them, and turning them from a wildfire into a guiding light in life. Negative emotions often arise when we face failure or adversity. A colleague criticizes you in front of others, a cherished project gets rejected, or a relationship falls apart. These situations can leave you feeling but take a moment, breathe deeply. The pain doesn't come from the situation itself, but from the way you interpret it. You have the power to choose your perspective, to transform pain into a lesson. In that very moment, you reclaim control over your life. Emotional mastery is not just a theoretical exercise, it's a practical journey, one of the key practices. The Stoics' advocate is amor fati, the love of fate when something undesirable happens, instead of resisting it. Embrace it as an essential part of life. If you're turned down for a job interview, remind yourself this is a chance to reflect and prepare more effectively for the next opportunity. Loving fate doesn't mean passively enduring challenges, but meeting them with gratitude and strength. We often exaggerate our fears and anxieties. Have you ever lost sleep worrying about an upcoming presentation, only to realize later that it wasn't as daunting as you imagined? Worry doesn't solve problems. It only drains your energy. Instead, face your fears with reason. What's the worst that could happen? What steps can I take to overcome it? Clarity in thought brings calmness, and the focus needed to address challenges to master your emotions is to master your life when you gain control over your mind. The world around you feels lighter, less overwhelming. Are you ready to begin this journey of emotional management and mental conquest? What challenges in your life right now are calling for this philosophy? Share your story in the comments below, and let us grow and learn together. Each of us walks a unique path with distinct struggles and questions. Yet through exchanging stories and insights, we discover that the struggle to master our emotions is a shared thread that unites us all. Remember, you don't need to change the world. You only need to change yourself, and the world will shift accordingly. Understanding this course principle is the foundation for today's final lesson, number 7. You always have. You always have enough time. Enough time in the rush of modern life. We often tell ourselves, I don't have enough time. But if you pause and reflect, you'll realize that time itself isn't what's lacking. What we truly lack is the control and awareness of how we use it. Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Time is always there, quietly slipping away second by second. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what am I doing with the time I have? We often get caught up in habits that bring little value, only to end the day, feeling drained and unfulfilled. Perhaps it's hours, scrolling through social media, meaningless conversations, or binge-watching shows that make time disappear. While these things aren't inherently bad, do they really bring you closer to your goals? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. When you remember that your time is finite, you begin to approach each day with greater seriousness and intention. Imagine your typical day, rushing through the morning, scrambling to get to work on time. Hours at the office stretch into the evening, and you return home exhausted with a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. Somewhere in your mind, you tell yourself, there's no time left to care for yourself, pursue your passions, or do anything else of value. But the truth is, it's not time you lack. It's the way you structure it. You don't need more hours in a day. You need to live better within the time you have. Think of something you've always wanted to do but haven't started yet. Maybe it's improving your health, learning a new skill, or spending more quality time with loved ones. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It will never come. Instead, begin with small steps. A quiet morning before the world wakes up could become your most precious time. In those peaceful moments, you might go for a run, meditate, or plan your day. It's not about how much time you have, it's about how you use those brief intervals. when you learn to make the most of your time. The limits you once thought insurmountable begin to dissolve, instead of spending hours scrolling through your phone. Dedicate that time to learning a new skill or simply being present with your family. A day has 24 hours, not too few, not too many, just enough to create meaningful change. If you prioritize wisely, ask yourself what truly matters to me. The answer will shape how you spend your time. Stoicism doesn't encourage working yourself to exhaustion. Instead, it emphasizes living deliberately and with discipline. Marcus Aurelius advises, if you seek tranquility, do less, or more accurately, do what's essential, do less, but do what truly matters. This means letting go of activities that don't serve your purpose, no matter how tempting they might seem. At the moment, the hours spent on social media or watching TV could be replaced with reading a book, learning a skill, or simply enjoying quality time with loved ones. Balance is essential. Rest isn't a waste of time. It's how you recharge and prepare for the challenges ahead. A true day of rest, free from technology and filled with quiet moments, can help you rediscover the value of time by stepping away from the chaos. You can find clarity and purpose in how you choose to move forward. Looking back, you'll realize that time was never your enemy. It has always been there waiting for you to discover and use it wisely. The issue lies in how you choose to spend it. Ask yourself, if tomorrow were your last day, would you still do what you're doing today? If the answer is no, why not change? Now, life's finiteness is what makes each moment so precious. You have all the time you need to create something meaningful. If you start today, we've just explored 7 transformative methods to focus and conquer your mind, rooted in the timeless conclusion. Wisdom of Stoicism. Each principle serves as a guiding light, from understanding the essence of the mind, turning your focus inward, becoming aware of your thoughts, living with the confidence of victory, mastering the art of perseverance, facing failure with resilience, to realizing that time is always on your side. Together, they form a toolkit to help you unlock your inner strength and craft a life of clarity and purpose. Stoicism is not just an abstract philosophy, it's a call to action, a reminder that you have the power to rise above limitations, to focus on what truly matters, and to live life of meaning and resolve. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. This is your time to begin the journey of mastering your mind. If you found this video helpful but haven't liked it yet, take a moment to show your support by clicking the like button. It means the world to us. Share your thoughts in the comments below, your stories and insights. Inspire not just us, but the entire community. Don't forget to share this video with someone who might need it, because these words might be the encouragement they're searching for. And of course, make sure to subscribe to our channel. There's so much more to come together. Let's unlock the power of focus and create a life worth living. Your journey starts now.